Daisy Thomas with us this morning, Marty.
Good morning, Daisy.
Yes, morning to you all. How are we?
Always lovely to see you looking fresh on a Monday.
Thank you.
Finals race bats deep, it says in front of me.
Oh.
4 premiership points separates Adelaide in 8th and Freo in 13th. 6 teams, including Richmond and Geelong.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to get to that time of year, isn't it?
It's going to be good. So I think this sets up for a really good back half of the season with so much competitiveness in and around probably 7th and 8th. I think there's probably 6 sides that we think will be thereabouts.
Is there a bit of a feeling that they're filler, though? I mean, I don't want to be uncharitable.
No, that's probably a fair assessment. Right now and the way things are going, Collingwood, you've got Melbourne and Port Adelaide, I think are your clear top 3, and then you've got the chasing pack after them.
Because Port they're just on fire.
11 in a row.
It's phenomenal.
Just taking it.
How many did you win in a row? Was there ever a point where you just did 14 in a row?
No, I think 2011 we might have reeled off a few, but we got pretty comfortable with ourselves and then go out and put a stinker and lose. So it's not easy to do to win that many games back to back, and especially after round 3 when they're losing quite comfortably, and of course Kenny Hinkley, the coach, was asked to resign.
Well, this is the thing.
Untenable, I think was the word.
Koshy's resigned from Sunrise, but he won't know what to do with himself if he can't fire Ken Hinkley.
Well, that's it. And I don't think the cash cow wants to go over and coach Port. So
no. But, Gio, I've never seen a president of a football club want to get rid of his coach more consistently and more often than Koshy has with Hinkley.
Did you miss the Eddie Maguire period at Collingwood?
Oh, no, I saw a bit of that.
Just joking, Eddie, if you're listening.
Shout out to Eddie.
He's in London, it's fine.
2011, you're 14 in a row.
14 in a row.
14 in a row in 2011.
Very good players.
So you've actually done better.
Yeah, so come on, Port, lift.
Yeah. Not good enough, Port. And Koshy's hovering. He'll be in the change rooms. Carlton demolition of the Suns. Can it turn their season around? You're one of your old mobs.
Yes. Was comprehensive in the second term. The rest of it was an average game of football. But all you got to do sometimes is win. So you could see the weight of relief that was lifted off their shoulders.
9-goal second term?
Yeah. 9-goal 3 to 3 behinds.
Oh.
So Gold Coast Suns actually started that game really well. 10 points up at quarter time. And they're a team that's trying to break into that 8th spot.
Yeah.
And they just fired 0 bullets after quarter time.
We'll always talk about Stuart Dew as well. I mean, there's a guy who's never been able to have a full night's sleep, I wouldn't have thought.
No, well, and that's it. Even when they were winning back-to-back games, they beat the Crows and the Dogs before they had the bye. They come out and serve that up and quickly forgotten with those 2 good wins. And now the speculation starts that Dimmer's going back up there.
Gee, it's a long way from Darwin where they like to play their footy.
Yeah, but it is a long way. You're right.
It is. Geographically.
It's a very different environment. The G's intimidating if you play there twice a year.
Yeah, and I could imagine that being the case, but also you'd think they'd get up for it.
Yeah.
You get a rare opportunity to get down to Melbourne where the big games are played.
Yeah.
You'd think that they'd be wound up like tops as if that was their grand final. For the Blues, it is a great result, though. Just keeps the Wolves at bay.
18-12. Geez, they had a few opportunities. North, the mighty North.
How good are they?
Look, the Sunday 440 slot is becoming almost a fortress for us.
Yeah, well, that's as someone who played a lot of our games there, the graveyard shift, we call that one.
It's awful. We've had about 5 of them this year.
At least you're getting a crowd. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I remember playing GWS in front of 13,000. I was like, this ain't it.
Not today.
This really isn't
my
it.
hamstrings tweaked.
Yes.
But
But you must be happy with the North improvement.
The fight over the last month has been great.
Yeah.
It has been. And there's some good guys playing good footy at North.
Your young
Just not
kids are
enough
going to
of
be
them.
stars.
Yeah,
which
they
is
really
good.
will. What else did we like? Richmond St Kilda. I didn't see any of that, but
Very
it looks
good
like
game.
it was a belter.
Yeah, Trent Cotchin's 300th, which was
it was
awesome.
too.
And one of
Wasn't he
the
good?
all-time great chair-offs. So he got chaired off plus
Yeah.
his 3 daughters.
Oh, that's lovely.
It was a really nice
and I
photo.
saw Hardwick was in the crowd for
He
that.
was giving it these ones again, Dimmer. His victory lap's been quite good.
Oh, yeah, he's really taking
Very
it.
rarely does a coach say, no, it's not, I don't want it, I'm stepping away, it's too much. And
Yeah.
then 3 weeks later be in the crowd going, have a look
Yeah.
at me.
And on Twitter going, can't wait for the footy to start.
Yes.
Well, if you love it so much, get back to the club.
Andrew McQualter, though, doing some good things. Played a bit of footy with Minnie.
Absolutely.
He's a good man.
All of that aside, I know that you've played a bit of local footy over the years. Sorrento Twos.
Yes. Old
Um,
Paradians more recently.
Old Paradians.
Famous
Bernie
footy.
Vince,
Oh, wow.
who Triple M's own,
Yep.
such hits as The Huddle. He's dominated for the Maryborough Rovers on Saturday afternoon. William went down for Carlton Draft. He booted 8 goals and 7 behind.
Yes.
We counted 9 on the day. I'm not sure about the stats. I think he kicked 8-9.
He said he was kicking 8-9.
Yeah.
204-point win over what it's being described as arch rivals Campbell's Creek.
See, I thought the whole idea of this was to go help a side that isn't very good.
Yeah.
Not to roll out in a side that's winning by 200.
Yeah.
I saw a bit of the vision of that game, and
Yeah.
well done to Bernie and well done to Carlton Draft, of course. Great sponsors, great beer.
Yeah.
Drink responsibly.
Absolutely.
But I tell you what, if Bernie didn't have 8 shots a goal in that competition, there would have been something seriously wrong there.
Yeah.
With all due respects to Campbell's Creek,
Yeah.
I don't think many of their players will be drafted in any time soon.
Well, he's actually had about 16 shots. All right, let's go back. Daisy, lovely to see you. Of course, we're still working through the bye rounds.
Yes, which is, I'm still calling for that industry-wide shutdown.
It just had a week off.
Just rip the handbrake for a week. Everyone go refresh. Because everyone
Exactly.
starts to get a bit grumpy this time of year.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is the 3rd week of the bye
Yeah,
rounds.
and it continues.
It's really confusing.
I'm
St Kilda.
confused.
I'm confused. Geelong Melbourne looks like the standout Thursday night.
Yeah, that'll
St
be a
Kilda
crack.
Brisbane. Sydney West Coast, Freo the Bombers, Collingwood Adelaide.
I'm going to London on Wednesday, so don't even bother about going through this.
Thank
Yeah.
I'm
you.
having a
Let's
week
talk
off
London.
the football and could
Nice.
not give a fat's rat's clacker about it.
Oh, wow. You're going over for points bet, and you're going to Royal Ascot,
Yes, Ascot.
and
Ascot.
you're going to the cricket.
I'm going to the cricket. I've got a
squeezing some
couple
golf
of days
in.
in Scotland playing some golf.
Oh, my God. This is going to be one of the... Have you ever drunk beer? Are you familiar with beer?
I've had 1 or 2 in my time.
I think you might try a couple of beers while
Yes.
you're in England.
Via the pint variety.
Via the funnel.
Intravenously by day 3.
You're going to be like Jordan De Goey, but it's just going to be like beer bongs in Soho. You're like, is that Daisy Thomas having a beer bong in the street?
That's him, yes. No, I'm very much looking forward to it. And the weather over there at the minute, 26 degrees.
Oh,
so
perfect.
when I'm waking up here this morning and it's here a high of 11 today,
Oh, yeah, I
not really
know.
moving the needle.
It's a good
so
time to get out of town.
straight on the bird and away I go.
Mate, have a lovely time. Lovely to see you. We'll see you when you get back.
Yeah,
in one
hopefully I'll
piece.
make it.
Responsible drinking.
Always, of course.
Daisy Thomas on the Marty Sheargold Show, Melbourne's Triple M.